Alright people, so I'm here with your Raw review. Pretty much the show consisted of one good thing to start the show, a good thing to end the show, and everything else in between was shit. So, oh, and by the way people, this is my official Raw review and pay-per-view review polo shirt. So I will be wearing this now during every Raw and pay-per-view review. So get used to it, people. Look at us, just spicing things up a little bit with my reviews, with my tie-dye polo t-shirt attire here. So let's get into this review. We had Y2J, Enzo Amore, Charlotte, and Sasha coming out to cut a promo to start the show. Thought it was good. Thought it was unique because we've never really seen not a lot, a promo between actually male wrestlers and female wrestlers in the same ring cutting a promo. So I like that aspect. They were talking about some good things like one-night stands and shit. There were some good jokes thrown around here, like Jericho calling Enzo Amore a hip-hop hobbit. And, Enzo was also talking to Jericho and telling him, comparing him to Bon Jovi and shit, and making some decent little jokes here. So overall, enjoyed the promo. Kind of a little bit extreme there, a little TV-14 with the one-night stand joke, and like I said, some good lines there with the hip-hop hobbit and shit like that. That was kind of funny there. So good promo to start the show, no complaints there, and much better than your SmackDown promo to start the show, where you had just announcements. This actually got something done. It was actually a promo between people actually talking, not announcements. So a good promo. Then we have Jericho and Charlotte defeating Big Cass and Sasha. Not too good of a match. Typical fucking tag match. Mixed tag here. So, I mean, it wasn't that good. I'm going to give it 1 out of 5 stars. Just, again, your typical fucking tag match. Then Cass comes out at the end to save everybody, or to save Enzo, his teammate. So that, not a good segment. Not a good match at all. Like I said, 1 out of 5 stars. Then we have Braun Strowman defeating a jobber. It was a short match. It was, basically the same fucking match. And while it's kind of entertaining to watch Braun Strowman go out there and beat up a jobber for 1 minute, I mean, how long are they going to do this for? I mean, okay, we get it. He beat up a jobber. They should just do something. If they're going to do something, do it with him now. But if they push him, I won't be happy because I don't like him. I don't think he's talented. He's a big guy. He weighs 400 pounds, okay, but I just don't see him going out there and wrestling a 15-minute match, with somebody and having it be a good fucking match. So I'm not really happy about Braun Strowman, but I'm going to give this 1.75 out of 5 stars because it's kind of funny to see him throw around the guy, but at the same time, it's not really getting anything done. So 1.75 out of 5 stars. Then the Shining Stars defeat the Golden Truth. I mean, this is just fucking a waste of time. Just 4 jobbers going out there and wrestling. I mean, what a fucking waste here. 0 out of 5 star match. I mean, it's terrible. It's sad you have Goldust, a legend, out there as a fucking jobber, as a goofball. So this was just terrible. Another shit match here in this company. So then we have Rollins and Balor cutting a promo. It was pretty boring. There was only pretty much one good line in here, where at the end, Balor was like, the only thing you're going to have handed to you is your ass. That was kind of a good line there. But other than that, I mean, it was kind of just a typical babyface heel promo. Nothing really too good. It was, just not good at all. I mean, Balor didn't really seem to have that good of promo skills. I kind of liked how Rollins was like, oh, I did this first. I was NXT champion first. Shit like that. So, I mean, it wasn't terrible, but, I mean, it was, I guess you could say, mediocre, below average, not up to par. So, not a good promo there. It's like they didn't really build anything. It's not like you have, going into this match, you have a main idea. I think they should have, with a lot of matches that they're going to have on pay-per-views, with the builds, they should create some, main idea they're building off. Something where you could recite the main idea of the storyline in a few words or a sentence. Okay, the story behind this match is blank. But with a lot of matches, that's not there. You don't have that. So, and this one, it doesn't seem like they're building one either. So Then we have Rusev defeating Mark Henry, and what a fucking waste of time this match was. I mean, what a fucking joke. You have Mark Henry, who hasn't even been on TV really in like the past fucking 6 months. Now he's just automatically #1 contender for the U.S. title. This is what devalues the belt so much. You put people like Zack Ryder, who wasn't on TV, Titus O'Neil, who wasn't on TV. Now Mark Henry, who hasn't been on TV, is your #1 contender for the U.S. title. It makes the belt seem like shit, and it is shit. This match was just a boring waste of time. Mark Henry's just, let's face it, guys, a washed-up fat ass. So I'm gonna give this match a quarter star out of 5. Reason being, you might say, why a quarter star? That seems pretty, why not just give it 0? Well, I'm going to give it a quarter star because Henry had I don't know what the fuck you call that, but he had the crotch buster, I guess, there. He put his crotch on the guy's head, through the ropes, whatever the fuck move you call that. So that's why it's getting a quarter star out of 5. I wrote down in my notes the Henry Ball, the Henry Ball move, so there you go. Then after you got Reigns coming out attacking Rusev. So apparently we're going to get a Rusev-Reigns feud. A feud that I don't give a shit about. At least they're pushing Reigns though. They're pushing him down in the spectrum of WWE. So I'm glad about that. But still, the feud he's in, I don't give a shit about. Then we get Titus O'Neil defeating Darren Young. And just a boring fucking man. Titus cheats to win. I mean, who the fuck cares? It's 2 jobbers. 2 people. One of them has a terrible fucking goofball gimmick in Darren Young. The other one's a fucking jobber. So, I mean, I don't give a shit about this at all. 0 out of 5 stars. Just a waste of time. So, then we have Nia Jax defeating a jobber. This was just, a job, just like the Braun Strowman match. Just a throwaway jobber match that didn't get anything done. I'm going to give it a half star out of 5 because I didn't, like with the Braun Strowman match, I did enjoy a little bit of her beating the jobber, which was, way small, pretty much smaller than her, so I'll give it a half star out of 5, but this just doesn't get anything done, and Nia Jax is a shit wrestler. The only reason she's in the position she's in right now, just like Roman Reigns, she's related to The Rock. Oh, that gets you far in WWE, doesn't it? If you're related to The Rock, you get like fucking pushed for some fucking reason. I mean, you look at guys like Owens, Cesaro, Rollins. They went through the indies. They spent years and years in the indies. But if you're related to The Rock, you get just put right into developmental like that. It's bullshit. Then we have the New Day defeating the Club in just a short fight. I mean, this match was like 3 minutes long, 5 minutes long. Why so short? So it was a short match, and after the match, the Club beats up the New Day. And it's like, okay, what? It's like, that's it? It wasn't anything special. I mean, we've seen a beat down 1,000,000 times in this company, so I'm not going to say it was good. The match was short. The beat down was typical, ordinary, nothing out of the ordinary. So I'm going to give this a half star out of 5. Just not good. Then we have Cesaro defeating Sheamus in just a boring fucking match. I mean, I'm pretty sure the crowd was dead. I was dead. Not literally, but it was a shit match. It just seemed like they were going through the moves. Basic fucking match. Just nothing good. There was one good move, though. There was a good counter at the end to finish it off. Cesaro, countered. He did, some spinny shit and then hit his neutralizer finisher, which was good. So, that's why it's getting a half star. There was one good move, really. There might have been one other good move but overall the match was just fucking boring. So yeah, a half star out of 5. Then we get Jinder Mahal returning with Heath Slater. Oh yeah, don't hinder Jinder, right? Don't hinder Jinder. Yeah. Well, they're really hindering my life. WWE is really hindering my life by putting on this shit. I mean, who really gives a shit about Jinder Mahal, a guy who was a major jobber in this company? Oh my god, it's Jinder Mahal. Oh my god. I mean, Jinder Mahal is shit. He's not good. He was, like I said, was a jobber. So I'm not excited about this at all. Oh my god, it's 2MB, guys. Fuck that. Not excited at all. So they have a fucking match to determine who's going to be on Raw, and Jinder Mahal defeats Heath Slater. Who gives a shit? Not me. So I'm going to give this a half star out of 5. Again, just throwaway bullshit. Then we have Rollins defeating Sami Zayn. And guys, I really expected this to be much better, but it was, unfortunately, a pretty boring match. Again, just going through the moves. Was there a few good spots in here? Yes, but I expected more. I expected more good spots. I expected better wrestling. It was just a lot of the two wrestlers doing their typical fucking moves. Oh, it's a Blue Thunder Bomb, and he kicks out at 2.5. I mean, we've seen that a million times. It's not anything special. So, oh my God, Sami Zayn does a somersault over the top rope. We see that every week. I'm not going to say that was a good spot because we see it a lot. So, I'm going to give this 1.25 out of 5 stars, and I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed in probably my favorite wrestler, Seth Rollins, and Sami Zayn too, who I like. Disappointed because they didn't perform. They didn't put on a good showing tonight. So 1.25 out of 5 stars. And then we get Brock Lesnar returning. Heyman cuts a pretty good promo there, talking about Brock. Does his little predictions there, you're going to get your ass kicked, Orton, and shit like that. Glad to see Heyman back. So it was a decent little promo there. And then you have Orton coming out of nowhere. Oh, the RKO out of nowhere, guys. I'm so fucking sick of that. WWE, knowing them, they'll probably put it on a t-shirt. They'll probably fucking, tweet it out, guys. RKO out of nowhere. Put memes and shit or whatever the fuck that's called. Every time somebody falls down, some famous person falls down, you got Randy Orton doing an RKO on them. I'm sick of that shit. I mean, one time, okay, but over and over again, it gets old. And now WWE is trying to rehash it to make some money out of it. I'm so fucking sick of it already. Just I'm tired of it. That was in trend like fucking what 4 months ago, 6 months ago. Fucking tired of it. Don't bring it up again. Oh, RKO out of nowhere. Fuck that. So he does hit an RKO out of nowhere, which is dumb. Like I said, dumb fucking name. Enough with that stupid fucking hashtag or whatever the fuck. So I did like though how he's supposed to be on SmackDown, but he invades whatever the fuck, comes here to Raw when he's not supposed to. Security chases him out. So I like that. Reyes Heyman was saying Randy doesn't have the balls to hit an RKO, or set Lesnar up for an RKO. I kind of liked it there. So yeah, pretty good segment there. Good segment to end the show there. Like I said, pretty good Heyman promo. Good Orton appearance there. The only thing that I don't like, though, is how Orton's on SmackDown. I've talked about this before, so I'm not going to talk about it forever, but Orton's on SmackDown, Lesnar's on Raw, so therefore, they can't be together and cut a fucking promo. I mean, at least Orton showed up on Raw tonight, but I mean, this is bullshit. You have you got guys on opposing shows in a feud, so they can't really cut a promo together. It's terrible. So there you go, people. There's your fucking Raw review. Like I said, one good thing to start the show, one good thing to end the show. Everything in between was pretty much shit. So I'm going to give this show 1.5 out of 10 stars tonight. Not a good show. A lot of fucking shit. I mean, like every fucking week you could count on like a third of the matches just being jobber matches, like Nia Jax versus a jobber, or the Golden Truth versus the Shining Stars. I mean, those are just matches that are obviously going to be bad. Matches that nobody's going to give a shit about. Matches that nobody's really going to like. So you could always count on like a third of Raw being those type of matches, and that's bullshit. Why is a third of the show those shit matches? It seems like a lot of it is. Definitely a big portion of it is a portion that's way too much. But I've talked about that a lot before. But I think that's good enough for tonight, people. So there you go, people. There's your Raw review, a shit show tonight. So there you go.